thumb rule that I follow while teaching, I won't say a thumb rule because such a dynamic process like teaching can never have a set of rules. So, one approach that I adopt while teaching is to know my learners first. Like, who are my students? What are their expectations? What are their goals? What are they exactly looking forward to learn or take back at the end of my class? This really helps me to contextualize my teaching content and tailor my teaching according to the needs of my learners. These days, students believe in exam oriented learning, so I have to continuously direct the teaching learning in such a manner that will help them to perform well in their exams. Now, this can really make teaching very mechanical. So, I definitely give a personal touch to it, adding humor, anecdotes, real life situations, and personal experiences to it.
Subject content we are all good at, but subject delivery is what is very important. Effective subject delivery, age appropriate subject delivery, which should be interactive, interesting, should be able to involve all the children in the class. In this process, by using the right kind of technology, the right kind of tools, and trying to identify the children coming under lots, coming under HOTS, personalizing the assignments, teaching methodology, everything for the lots and HOTS all together makes us evolve into a good teacher. So it is very, very important that we never stop learning so that we become good teachers. This is what I wanted to share with all of you.
A thumb rule of teaching. Yes, I always encourage my children. You can do it, you will do it. I use this phrase in the class because I feel these lines help the children to gain a lot of confidence. Teachers' involvement with each and every child is very important. Always lend a helping hand to each and every child. Be kind, never be rude.
I always share a video a day prior so that the children are prepared for the next day's class. And coming to that days, I made it very sure. First, I shared my face, that is my video, so that children don't miss their teachers, and vice versa, they should also share so that we don't miss them. And this is very important for an effective classroom teaching. Coming to the subject, I've tried my best with all the tools provided on this virtual platform like in Nearpod, Mentimeter, etc., Google Forms, so that we don't give a miss to any challenge on this. And at the same time, I've tried my best to show the experiments with the available material at home related to science so that children also could perform the same at home after the class is over or during the class, whichever is apt. And apart from this, coming to maths, we have some different tools, the Jamboard, the GeoGebra, which I could use and show them especially the geometrical part of it in a very practical way. This is a great experience what I have experienced so far. I think all the teachers are able to mend themselves to this platform.
The thumb rule of teaching is a teacher's voice. I believe that a teacher can control the most noisy class with her voice. A teacher should have a loud and clear voice and should be able to deliver the content with the right pace. If the teacher is able to reach out to the last child sitting in the last bench, I think her teaching is very effective.
Thumb rule that I follow while teaching is to encourage positivity. So always give feedback to the students with the thank you notes, appreciating them, and also at the same time giving them feedback by giving them rich description, like how to give them tips to improve their work presentation. And also I believe in hands-on activities and presentation that will help in better understanding of concept. Since I am a science teacher, so I always encourage and relate my classes to the real life applications. So quality is more important to me than the quantity. So I work for their best interest, in which they should not feel fear of the teachers, to develop the good interpersonal relationships with all my students, and I encourage creativity.
Wanted to share my views how field trips can become thumb rule to learn mathematics. In a trip, children experience firsthand about duration of different activities in terms of hours and minutes. They know about estimations, they know distance in terms of kilometers. Also, they acquire mapping skills like directions and apply basic operations orally. They know how much amount is spent on food and transport in concrete ways. They observe different patterns and can differentiate area and perimeters of particular places they visited. They also know about seating arrangement and can estimate the number of vehicles needed according to the number of people traveled. And for sure, all these memorable experiences make the child to feel that maths is seen in our day-to-day life, and they try to connect these to their textual concepts easily.
हम जानते हैं कि संगीत 3 कलाओं का समावेश है, गायन, वादन और नृत्य। इन तीनों कलाओं से संगीत बना है और संगीत से जुड़ने से सिर्फ माइंड की ग्रोथ ही नहीं होती है, बल्कि उससे खुशी भी मिलती है और हमारे माइंड को बहुत शांति मिलती है। और यदि मैं अपनी बात करूं, एज अ म्यूज़िक टीचर हमारी क्लास में 40 to 45 बच्चों की स्ट्रेंथ आती है, जिसमें हर एक इंडिविजुअल बच्चे का अलग टैलेंट होता है। कुछ बच्चे सिंगिंग अच्छी करते हैं, कुछ बच्चे इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स बहुत अच्छी प्ले करते हैं, कुछ कंपोजिंग बहुत अच्छी करते हैं। तो हर एक बच्चे के इंडिविजुअल बच्चे को टैलेंट को निखारना, उसको पहचानना एक टीचर का अहम रोल होता है। तो मैं यही कहना चाहती हूँ कि म्यूज़िक जैसे हमारे माइंड को रिलैक्स करता है और रिलैक्स माइंड से ही बहुत अच्छी पढ़ाई होती है। तो पढ़ाई को और संगीत को साथ में लेते हुए इन दोनों को एक टीचर को, हर बच्चे को एनकरेज करना चाहिए।